Carolina! Our son got first place from his contest! He even got a prize from it, too!
We're thinking about going to a fancy restaurant for dinner. Do you have time to join us, Mom?
What's the contest again? A poem writing contest. He wrote about environmental hazards and pollution. Apparently, the judges really liked his piece.
Isn't it great? What if he becomes an actual professional writer or a poet? I'm excited and so proud of him.
A writer or a poet? Do you know how hard it is to make money off of writing books and poems? Don't get ahead of yourselves. Everybody knows how to jumble up a few words and make it into a sentence. How is he going to make money off of doing that for a living? Quit getting overly hyper with something like this, and don't let your compliments get to Ishmael's head. Carolina, this was an actual big contest for literature. He tried really hard because he wanted to hear a compliment from you. He was so happy when he found out about how he placed first place in the contest. Could you be so nice and spare him a few words to show him that you're proud of him?
He said he wasn't confident enough to talk to you directly about it. He already knows how you'll react. I mean, you're always so cold and aloof with him. Couldn't you just be a little nicer to him and tell him that you're proud of him? It's not like you're losing money or getting ill from letting him know that you appreciate him.
Don't compliment him and show him gratitude with something so irrelevant. It's nothing crazy. Anybody can win first place in a stupid competition like that. What's he going to do writing books and poems? You can't even make money off of that. He needs to get good grades at school for a good future. He should be dreaming about something bigger, like becoming an astronaut or a pilot. A writer. Really? He won't get anywhere with that. It wouldn't be enough if he dedicated himself to studying all day and all night starting from now. But what? He wants to write. What prize did he even get anyway? Some coupon or a gift card that isn't worth much anyway. See, it doesn't make much money either way. You can't even buy something nice with that. Quit being so happy about stupid stuff like this. It doesn't really help with his future. Carolina, Ishmael is in 7th grade. What money could he really be making? He's just a student. He's a middle schooler.
Exactly. It should be amazing enough that he's won first place in a contest and got a prize. I mean, what else could he do to be a better student? Mom, please. Can you try and be a little more kind with Ishmael? I'm asking you politely.
How am I supposed to like someone that I just can't manage to like? You want me to pretend or something? I don't have much time left to live on, so don't make me do things that I don't feel like doing. I just want to appreciate the good things and pass away in peace.
I'm sorry, Anastasia. I want to apologize in place of my mom. This is ridiculous.
It's not your fault. You don't have to apologize to me. I knew what kind of person Carolina is anyway.
My little brother had a lot of problems with his health when he was younger. When his age group was having fun playing outside on the playground, he had to go through surgeries of opening his stomach and whatnot. He survived it all miraculously. That's why my mom likes him more than she does me. She has an attachment to him because he's been through so much.
I didn't know about that. But I don't understand. All of that is in the past, and now we're living in the present times. Why does she only favor him? It's been a long time since then, but it's obvious that she still favors him over you. This is clearly discrimination. Not only does she discriminate you from Rhett, but she discriminates the kids too. Rhett's son is always out here causing trouble at school. But Carolina doesn't care and ignores all of that misbehaving that Jeremiah does at school. She gives him so much money, buys him expensive clothes. She doesn't do anything for Ishmael, nor does she have anything nice to say about him.
I know, and I think that it's an issue too. I've argued with my mom and have been angry with her many times, although you don't really know about that part. I've been trying so hard to change the way that she thinks. I asked her if she could please at least stop discriminating the children. I've gotten used to her discriminating against me, but I can't stand it when it comes to the kids. Even if they might not show it and act as if they don't know, the kids know that she likes one over the other. It's messed up that Ishmael has to go through something like this at such a young age.
Of course. And it's not like they're babies anymore. They've been at that age of having known about her discriminatory behavior towards them. I blame Carolina for the way that Ishmael's becoming more and more reserved. How could he be confident? The way that she treats Ishmael can't pose a positive effect on him. It's unfair that he has to go through all of this.
I know, and you're right. It makes me upset with how things usually go when the family is all together. Let's just try our best to love Ishmael as his parents. Who else would be able to show unconditional love if it isn't us?
I agree. I want Ishmael to grow into an amazing person. Let's try our best to show him that he isn't worth any less than Jeremiah just because Carolina likes Jeremiah more.
All right. Do you want to hit up that one Indian restaurant? I think Ishmael will love it since he loves Indian food.
Sure. Anastasia, I'm really sorry for asking you for something out of the blue, but can I borrow some money from you?
Money? What's wrong?
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but Jeremiah broke a friend's front tooth while he was playing around at school. We need to pay them up for the damage that he's done, but we're a little short with money on our end as of now.
I thought Carolina usually pays for accidents like these.
Yes, she normally does, but... You know, we had a similar incident a few weeks ago, too. I don't want to ruin Jeremiah's image that he has with Carolina, so I want to keep it a secret from her. You're not going to tell her about it either, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess if I did tell her, I'd be a tattletale.
You know how boys are. They grow up by fighting with each other and whatnot. I don't want to make Carolina worried, so yeah.
I know. But Carolina is the type to worry about Jeremiah's hurt fists more than the other kid's tooth that has gotten knocked out.
Oh, don't say it like that. If somebody were to hear you, they'd think Carolina ignores all of the bad stuff that Jeremiah does.
It's kind of true, though, isn't it? I mean, my son is better with academics than pretty much anything else when compared to Jeremiah. But Carolina only likes Jeremiah.
Maybe it's because Jeremiah is a lot better looking than Ishmael, perhaps?
Well, I have nothing more to say to you. I think you'll have to borrow the money from someone else, though. You've borrowed money from me before when something similar happened, but took way too long to pay it back.
All right. Talk to you later.
You guys just got done with the tests, right? Good job on studying hard. I'm proud.
Thank you, Grandmom. I'll try my best to study hard for the next one, too.
Granny, the test was so hard! I thought I was going to die. Should I just drop out from school? I don't think I'm good at studying. Do you really want to? You want to try doing something else like financing instead? Granny will help you out.
Really, Carolina? Maybe I should let him drop out and have him study finances from now on.
Are you for real? Can I trust in you and just give up with school? Oh, of course. You can drop out. Granny will take care of everything for you. If it wasn't for Mom, I would have already dropped out of school, being really honest. There are so many annoying idiots at school, you know? There was another guy that was annoying me today, so I punched his teeth out. Oh, is that so? It's all right. You should always throw the first blow before they end up hitting you first. The world is not an easy place to live in. Cassie, you took care of the incident, right?
They kept bothering me, telling me to show up here and there, but I just ended up not going. There's no point.
All right. If they call you again asking for you to show up, I'll call them myself and teach them a lesson. Anyway, you did a good job, my little cutie pie. Never be afraid of being yourself. Really?
Did I do a good job? I'll make sure nobody touches me. Of course. You're my grandson. You can do anything that you want to do. Granny will take care of you and your future. Just do what you want to do. I just want you to be happy. Carolina! Ishmael's made it to getting all A+ on his report card this time. The school is very proud with how well he is doing with his academics. They want to try and see what else they can do to support him. Ishmael got all A+ on his report card. Yeah, isn't it amazing? He's so smart. I wonder what else he would be capable of. Well, did he get a scholarship or something better than that? If he's going to actually be good with academics, he needs to be somewhere relevant. What is wrong with him? Always in the middle. Can't get better. He should be striving for further ahead. Carolina, that's no way to talk about him. It's a great achievement that he's made. There are so many possibilities opening up for him. Everybody thinks that he's a genius everywhere he goes. The only person that doesn't want to see that is you. So what? He's so reserved and pathetic. He's always looking anxious like some puppy that got caught stealing something to eat. Ishmael needs to work on growing some social skills. Being good at studying isn't all that is out here. Look at Jeremiah. He's such an outgoing young man already. Even if Ishmael was to get into a good job field, nobody would hire him because he'd fail the interviews. Carolina, are you really going to be like this? Everyone is in this chat room reading what you're saying, including the kids. Anastasia, please stop. There are kids here. You shouldn't be getting mad. I'm saying this because the kids are actually in here. Ishmael needs to learn what he's doing wrong so that he can fix it for the better. Also, why would you flaunt Ishmael's good grades or whatever after I've gotten done talking about life skills with Jeremiah? Are you trying to embarrass him or something? I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. Everybody has different personalities, and we should be able to accept them for who they are. Why do you think Ishmael grew up to become so reserved? It's really because of you, Carolina. Have you ever said something nice to Ishmael? Even once? You've never appreciated him. How could he possibly gain confidence when all you've done is put him down? Mom, it's all right. You don't have to defend me. Exactly. Ishmael says he's fine. So why are you getting all worked up for nothing? How am I not supposed to get worked up by something like this? The way that you treat Ishmael is so horrible that just watching it as his parent causes pain. I really thought that you would at least say that he did a good job when I mentioned that he's gotten all A+ on his report card. But all you have to say is something negative every time I even talk about my son. I'm afraid that Ishmael might lose interest in doing anything at all because of the way that you treat him. I would hate to see him fall into depression when he's such a hard-working, gentle-hearted boy. I won't even ask you to try and show him your love. I'm just asking if you can at least treat him like a normal human being. Anastasia, when did Carolina not treat Ishmael as a human being? Mom, it's all right. You don't have to argue and tell Grandma about all of that. I don't expect anything out of her anymore. I just want you and Dad's love and attention. That's all I need. I'm sorry Mommy got so mad and embarrassed you, Ishmael. I should have just held myself back. I didn't mean to make this happy day into a gloomy day because of such distasteful things. No, I am actually very touched by what you said for me today. It really showed me how much you love me. It told me that I have the world's greatest parents that I could ever ask for. And I am so happy that you are my mom. No, I should have at least tried better to calm myself down. I'm sorry that I couldn't do that. Did I make you upset? I'm upset, but it isn't because of you. It's not like anything is going to change just because I'm upset anyway. I just want to live on. Plus, I have loving parents that are always here for me. Okay. You are an amazing son and an amazing person. I hope you remember that whenever you are feeling down. Don't live to impress other people, including your mom and dad. All right? Live for yourself and do things for yourself. I understand. I love you, Mom. Mommy loves you too, Ishmael. Ishmael, are you going to stop by the house before you go to your tutor? If you're hanging out with your friends before going to class, take this and get something good to eat with your friends. Oh, thank you, Mom. What are you going to eat? I know you like risotto. Mom, actually, I wanted to go home before class, but something happened. I'm at the hospital right now. Hospital? Ishmael, what happened? Are you all right? Yeah. I was walking on the way back home, but then Jeremiah was riding his electric scooter and ran into me in the process. My knees and shins were hurting pretty bad. I called a cab and came to the emergency room right away after it happened. Okay, that's good. I'll be on the way right now. Just wait for me. Cassie, do you not have anything to say to me? How can you just keep silent when Ishmael was on his way by himself to the emergency room? Why do I need to talk to you about something like that? It's obvious that Ishmael wasn't being careful enough to look around and be aware of his surroundings and got into an accident. Why? Do you want to talk bad about Jeremiah again with how he misbehaves? About how he's such a rebel? What did you just say? It's quite obvious that Jeremiah is known to be rebellious. Everybody at school knows how bad he is. Isn't it about time that you admit that you didn't teach him the rights and wrongs? It led to him growing up into an intolerable monster. A monster? Isn't that a little too over the top to call a child? I think you should worry about your son that has a hard time talking to people because of how reserved he is. Your son, huh? I guess you never really considered us as family, seeing how you refer to my son. I really can't stand you or your family anymore. I think we should just cut ties because I'm going to someday explode from how ill-mannered all of you are. Go ahead. You think I'll be scared of you because you're going to cut ties with our family? It was about time anyway. Your whole family is good for nothing. Jeremiah was getting sick of your son anyway. Is that so? That's good news. I can't just make all of the decisions on my own since there is still blood involved. So I'm going to invite my husband to this room to see what he thinks. I think I already know the answer, though. Babe, I think we should just cut ties with your brother's family. I've already decided. What do you think? I can't stand them anymore.
Did you really say that, Cassie? All of that in the screenshot that my wife sent. I've already been wanting to cut ties off with you guys, and now you're giving me more reason to do so. That's great, actually.
Jeremiah was riding an electric scooter and ran into Ishmael. You know what she had to say about that? She said that it was still Ishmael's fault because he wasn't being aware of his surroundings or whatever.
Ishmael got into an accident. Is he hurt? Where is he?
Yes. I'm heading over to where he's at right now. Ishmael called me and told me that he's in the emergency room.
Now it's certain that you guys are the absolute worst. Cassie, I think we should just cut ties and live our own lives. Also, it's not always a good thing to let your son just do whatever you want. That's how you ruin his life, Cassie.
What do you know about Jeremiah anyway? Don't tell me what to do! Although we're cutting ties, you should at least keep some common courtesy. Stop showing how stupid and ignorant you are. Common courtesy? Really? What the hell? And they have the audacity to just leave the chat room like that? My oldest son, how are you these days? I was reading the newspaper this morning, and what a surprise! I found your name on it. It says that you've made it to becoming the owner of a very big company. It was written in big words, too.
Yes, but what does that have to do with you? I thought I already told you that I don't want to see you anymore, as well as my brother's family.
Oh, come on now. How could we just not talk to each other anymore after all? We're family. We should still be able to congratulate each other for good achievements. I'm so proud of my son being able to do such great things in his life. When did you start being so proud of Roland? I don't think you've ever shown him any respect like this before. You passed down the discrimination that you had towards Roland to Ishmael, too. I was just using a whip to discipline them so that they'd be able to do better and work harder for themselves.
Mom, I was about to have at least somewhat of a tolerance over you. But I guess I was wrong. If the reason for you contacting me was because you were in dire need of money and needed help with that, I would have at least had some pity and respect for you left. But you're trying to be all fake and act as if you contacted me just because you're proud of my achievements.
Exactly. He's gone through so much and experienced so much unfairness because of you. Don't you think this is a little too despicable? If you don't want me to be nice to you, then so be it. I'm always going to like your brother more than you and favor Jeremiah over Ishmael in the end. I'm glad that I don't have to act like I actually appreciate you or like you because I was about to feel sick. Ugh.
So you really need to resort into talking like that, huh?
I'm going to wait for the day that Rhett succeeds in his life. So don't ever try to show any gratitude towards me. I don't care about it, and I don't want it. Couldn't even appreciate my efforts. Wasting my time. Carolina only cared about Rhett and his family until the very end, and she really didn't talk to us ever again after that. We went back to our own lives and forgot about the little incident that we had with Carolina. After a little while, we heard news that Jeremiah started hanging out with the lowlifes in the back of the city. Soon to be found out that his lower half of the body became paralyzed due to a motorcycle accident that he got himself into. I knew that news would have completely obliterated Carolina's heart, but there was nothing that could be done now. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.